Hey, everybody, this is Lorraine,
And Jennifer,
and today we're going to talk about bad marketing ideas.
why are we talking about bad marketing ideas?
Now, I think there's two reasons for it. One, there truly are some bad marketing ideas, but I think also there are some ideas that maybe are good for some people and not good for others. And I want to lead off with something I consider to be a bad marketing idea, and you tell me if you can find an upside for this.
Okay.
So I get lots of pitches for the podcast. Lots of people are trying to market themselves to be guests on my show.
hmm
And I got a pitch that said, and the show clearly says it's a marketing conversation. It's conversations with marketing professionals and business owners. So the pitch was, I'm not a business owner and I don't have an MBA, but my mother does.
yeah. Well, maybe. like,
No, no.
I'm only joking. I'm thinking of maybe, because then, his mom has been teaching, but you're not hiring his mom. You're not having his mom on the show.
No, no, no. And the point is that the lesson there really is just because you want a customer or you want a project, it may not be a good fit for you. And there
Mhm.
are way better uses for your time than chasing dragons and unicorns that are never going to buy from you.
Okay, I have one that's similar to that. DM me for details. Like, they're asking questions. Everybody can see that. Let people self-select. Why are you trying to one-off conversations? You just sound like a salesperson. Like you're just gonna go sell me and give me some elusive I mean, I guess elusive works too, but DM me for details. I don't like it.
So the DM me for details um, if you are the one that has created the post, the
Mm,
reason for that DM me for details really is about um, you don't want to put the link in the post because you don't want to run into that zero click environment penalty.
okay.
So now what you're doing is you're saying, hey, put a comment in the feed, and then you get the DM me for details. And but in that instance, I'm okay with it if the initial post was very much, hey, I've got this new book, I have this new
Okay.
tool, DM me for the details.
I'm
I'm all right with that.
someone who asks a question and is very clear on their question
Ah,
in the comments and you don't answer it and you just say DM me for details, that's bad marketing because you could overcome other people before they even get there.
no, absolutely. I think the difference is when it's your post and you're trying to maybe figure out who among your community is really interested, but going into somebody else's post,
Yeah.
I just think it's bad manners to go into somebody else's post and sell in their post.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've seen that too. That is bad as well.
Mhm.
So
Well, and some of this came up because you shared a post with me that you had found that was just such a fun conversation. And it was all of these marketing professionals responding to what's the worst marketing tactic.
yes.
Um, and the first one on the list, buying email lists. Yeah, that's bad marketing.
Like it just doesn't usually work out. Now, I do have a client where it's working out to a degree. So I've changed my mind a little on that.
I think you have to buy. You have to buy a very highly curated list,
Yeah.
very, very targeted. I remember, and this goes back to 2003. I was just starting
hmm
my
hmm
email marketing program, and I bought a list and I got 10,000 names.
hmm
And this is 20 years ago when people weren't over emailed.
Yeah.
10,000 names, probably less than 200 were any good.
Yeah.
All the rest bounced, never opened. So I really spent money on nothing.
Okay, what about hiding pricing?
Mm, I have never, I don't want to say I've never published my pricing. I rarely publish my pricing.
Yeah.
And I think in a product based business, people expect to see the price. And I think you
See, yeah.
you need to see the price. In service based businesses, in software, I want to know what my subscription is, but that's a product. It's not really a service.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not expect, and maybe because I've worked in these kind of industries, you can't tell me what my price for social media program is going to be. You can't tell me, you can't even tell me how much an air conditioner for my house is going to be until you come out and measure. You can give me a range, but you can't give me a precise number because there are too many variables. And
Yeah.
there's one variable that customers don't want to hear, but it's the PIA multiplier.
PIA. Okay, all right, I'm with you.
Those of you that don't understand, it's pain in the fill in the blank. When you have a conversation, if you're in a service business and you're having a conversation with a customer and you know they're going to be high maintenance, there are going to be extra calls, there's extra hand holding, you need the flexibility.
Yeah. What about, I know people don't like this and they're putting a bunch together, but like pop-up ads, which is one thing, but then they're like shock advertising, stealth marketing, fear mongering, like farming, gating case studies. They're just like, just give me everything.
So I like subtle pop-ups. I'm okay if I come to your website and I've been on the page for a while. So they've got to be time delayed. Don't come to the page and then have that pop up so I can't get what I came for because I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But if I've been on the page for 10 to 15 seconds,
Yeah.
and you have a pop up and I can see how to close it, I'm okay. I may even actually fill it out. I also like pop up on exit. So I came to the page.
Right.
I got what I wanted. And as I get ready to go, hey, if it was helpful, do you want?
Yeah.
I think that's okay. I mean, I think that's a good use of the technology.
I don't like fear mongering. Like, I'm not like, I might not be your target. I don't, it's hard for me to come up with a scenario where that's okay. Cause I just don't like giving people fearful, like information, like helpful, but like fearful. No, that's like,
I think, I get it. If you understand it, and you studied it, you understand human psychology. We will be more likely to take action to avoid negative outcomes than we will to get a positive one.
Yeah.
So if you really need to motivate people to jump off the couch, but sometimes and I remember there was a podcast and the opening music was so onerous and SEO is a scary plan. And I was like, no, it really isn't. And so I understand fear mongering or a little bit of fear generating, but in proportion to the real issue.
Yeah. It kind of goes into I don't like when over communication with me. Like, I mean, give me the information, but like if you're starting to get like unsubscribe rates and all that fun stuff, like the numbers, and you're looking at like, you can't over communicate, and it especially in some industries where it comes across as desperate.
Mm. Yes, absolutely. And on the realm of over communication, I'm going to say one that I saw on this list that I definitely agree with: promising valuable content, but delivering sales pitches. So kind of that, hey, this is going to be a webinar that teaches you how to do this, but it's really a sales pitch all the way through the webinar.
Buy my course. Like,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes, I've seen that one for sure.
Yeah.
How about sponsoring your local grocery store cart? Like,
Well, so if you are selling a product that is,
bought in the grocery store?
yes, or is specifically a product or service for a mom with children. And the reason is, as you're putting the baby in the cart, you're reading the message.
Unless you're my husband and he's doing the cart. I'm just over here, flipping flopping.
Or I think you had one that made me laugh was we talked about it was a little league team, but their target customers were seniors.
Uh-huh.
So why are you sponsoring a little league team where everybody who's going to see the logo are parents with young kids? You gotta goes back to my first. You gotta match the marketing to the unicorn you're trying to catch.
Yeah, well, that's just bad marketing. That to me is like a no-brainer that is, but I could be wrong.
Well, you know what? We could probably go on ad nauseum about bad marketing ideas, but the point is that you need to think about it. You need to think about who your customer is. You need to think about what you're trying to accomplish. And if you don't want to think about it alone, then I'm going to tell you, drop a note in the comments and we'll reach out to set up an appointment to talk about your marketing.
Gotta have that strategy. If you don't have the strategy, then you're not thinking through. Am I going to annoy my potential client? Like, if
Mhm.
I annoy them, they're not going to buy.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.
Take care.
Bye now.